Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Skyler Gonzalez. Welcome back. Northside Talks, episode 15, coming at you. Got my boy Milan in the building. Got my boy Pressure Made Emmanuel in the building. How you guys doing?
Yes, sir.
Happy to be back, boys.
Oh, yeah. Glad to see you back, buddy.
We got a lot to talk about. NBA wise. Already kind of chopping it up. Already kind of got into it. Started off a bit of a rogo in here. We didn't really fact check. This is just something that was going on Twitter and everything like that. I think it's just odds making for now. So don't read too much into it. But guys, what do you guys think about Joel Embiid potentially coming to the Toronto Raptors as early as next year? Yeah, we're not feeling that over here in Toronto.
We're not Embiid. Well, Masai might make it happen. We know Masai plugged in, but we don't want Embiid, bro.
I can't believe
He's gonna ask for like everything under the sun for him, bro.
Isn't he a free agent? This would be a trade?
Oh, he would sign with us as a free agent.
Yeah, fam, not a trade. A trade is what?
Does that change your perception of it? Does that change?
I ain't trading shit.
You're gonna pay me to take him.
Some cash and a bag of chips, bro. What? It's like a loan, fam. He's gonna be working like half of the time, brother. Come on.
He's under contract. He's under contract until 2028.
So this would be a trade? Oh hell, I hope not.
And it's
that's a dumb
fat
trade.
amount of money too, bro. It's like 60 million.
But that's what I'm saying. How the Milan telling me he would retire, fam. Retire for what, bro? What am I gonna do?
Honestly, I want him gone, bro. Like I want him out of the league.
Did you guys hear?
What are you talking about, yo? What is Milan?
Did you guys hear about the injury that he just had though?
The knee?
Yeah, it's some meniscus replacement procedure thing. But bro, did you hear about like the procedure or whatever?
Nah.
Fam, it said, and I made sure to check. Because if I learned anything from NBA Central, bro, I learned to check my sources. Okay, I learned to make sure it said NBA Central. I learned. Okay, but it says undergo a meniscus replacement procedure or a procedure where doctors break a bone in the hip to realign the joint and alleviate pressure. That sounds crazy. Like, that's not real.
Embiid just got bad luck.
He does.
He's been made a lot.
He does. He does have bad luck.
Being serious, in terms of pure talent, bro, he's in like the top 3 to 5
of big men today, probably
all time. Pure talent.
Yeah.
Yes, but fam, like we gotta stop blaming these guys for the injuries, fam. Like whose fault is it, fam?
Oh, he's also not serious. He's also not serious though.
How is he not serious?
That's different.
He's like, I don't want to play back to backs.
Have you seen the man? He tried. You see where he's at right now. Maybe that was the smart way to go about it, fam. Maybe
even when he's healthy, though.
Playoffs. No, but we're talking about the playoffs, fam. Like, come on. At this point, we might as well.
The playoffs too, bro.
Wow.
Bro, I seen Marc Gasol lock that man up so many times.
The man had a busted eyeball, bro. His face looked
great,
and he was still trying his best, fam. Like I give him. Getting a lot of hate.
I do give him a little bit of credit, Embiid, because he does like as much as people. Like I hear you, Milan. I'm on that side. I can't lie, but he does play through a lot of stuff. Like the orbital fracture thing was crazy. Broken finger, whatever the heck it is.
Through injuries,
yeah.
Not orbital, fam. Not orbital.
Why and Kyle were in that championship run. I don't know if you remember. There's an interview I think they did with Rachel Nichols after, like when they were talking when Kawhi had the Finals MVP. He's like, "Wow, what's happening?"
Oh, about he was everything that went down.
Yeah, they don't even know what kind of injuries we were going through, but we're not gonna tell nobody. Bro, you know what I mean? Like, all players play through injuries. I hear that, bro. Health is important, 100%, and I think like long-term health is way more important. Mm-hmm. But bro, like, what is he like? First of all, I don't think the MVP he got was deserved over Jokic. At all.
Oh my God, fam.
Let's be honest.
If it was up to you, fam, Jokic would have 20 MVPs, fam. Come on, bro, fam.
No,
he can't win all of them.
Have like 20, to be honest.
LeBron really should have more.
So now you guys are saying this. Now you guys are saying this.
Who said that?
No, I was arguing with
going back to all the pods. How many times have I said LeBron probably win like 20?
Yeah, what are we talking?
I just feel like right now you guys are saying that.
That's not fair.
When me and Darius was going back and forth and always I didn't hear nothing from nobody. It was just me. Skyler, you know it was just me.
I said, people. Listen, the MVP is for the most valuable player to their team. Not the best player in the league. The most valuable player to their team, bro. Who brings the most value to your team? Who's that guy that go, okay, we have some whatever chance tonight because this guy's on our team. That's LeBron.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think MVP now means best player in the league.
I don't want
best player of the
kind
season.
of depends what the narrative is.
Exactly. My definition of it is who's the most valuable. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
But the thing is too, with that like I agree with you.
Well,
like to me, that should be what the MVP award is given off of. That is the definition. But how many times has that really been true though? You know what I mean? Like how many times has that really happened where the MVP was actually the most valuable player in the league? Like I get it in terms of if you want to say Jokic is MVPs, like yes, Denver are not doing anything without Jokic. That's a proven fact.
100%.
But I feel like you could also make very big arguments for other guys that aren't on top teams. You know what I mean? Where it's like the only reason why you're somewhat relevant is because you have one player. And it's
for sure, it's a mix. What I'm saying? It's a mix. But that value thing is the most important thing. Like that value, bro. Because look at when LeBron left Miami, like for Cleveland, like when he left Miami, 2014. He didn't make the playoffs. They didn't lose anyone except LeBron.
This like music to my ears.
They had Chris Paul. They had everyone, bro. They were like 9th seed in the East.
Yeah. So Milan. So let me ask you a question, right? So how come when MJ left the Bulls, they still made the playoffs? What are you
talking about right now?
What does that mean?
So good. That team was so good without MJ.
Thank you. What else, fam? What else? Tell me more.
You're acting like Milan's an avid Jordan supporter.
Why are we doing this conversation right now?
I like it, fam. Sometimes it's different hearing someone else go crazy, fam. Come on, man.
Yeah.
We're going to ring this year. We're all happy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I wish. But don't get me thinking.
Speaking of injuries to big men, bro, Wemby's out for the season. They announced that. At this point, it was like last week or so. But yeah, Wemby's out for the season. What's your guys' take on his second year in the NBA? Obviously, big expectations heading into his career and everything like that. I think, personally, I feel like he's kind of hit the bill so far. Like, I don't think you could really have asked for that much more than what you're getting. Obviously, injuries are always going to be somewhat of a concern when you have any player that's that big, and you know what I mean. Also, like something serious like this, like a blood clot in your shoulder, is kind of crazy at this age. But you know, I think they're hopeful that it'll just be a routine thing. He'll be back for next season. But yeah, how do you guys feel about his second year in the NBA?
He did his thing still. I would say that it was a successful year, not successful year. But we like the energy he came in. I feel like Wemby's going to be a great ambassador for the league, unlike Anthony Edwards, unfortunately, because he doesn't want to be an ambassador for the league. Yep. But I feel like Wemby brought the tenacity that we needed. He brought the energy, and he showed out on the court. He kind of started a little slow with all the threes. But you know what? Defensively, that was never in question. Offensively, he caught on like as the games progressed. So I think he's actually, and as crazy as the expectations are, he's kind of meeting the expectations, which is kind of impressive, you know?
That's what I'm saying.
I was gonna ask, do you guys think he's a top 5 player in the league right now? Like, I think there's a legit conversation that this year he was at least the 5th best player in the league.
You could make that argument.
Barring injuries, yeah.
But while he was healthy, he was the 5th best player in the league.
Yeah, you can make that argument for sure.
I think that's fair.
I think the one thing me and Emmanuel were talking about before, because obviously we tried to shoot the podcast a few days ago, technical difficulties didn't work out. But one of the things we were talking about was, I think this season specifically, obviously makes sense because, you know, more time in the NBA, more time for you to get your game going and everything like that. I think he's really lived up to the whole, like, that alien nickname, bro, because it's like the stuff you're seeing is actually like foreign. You know what I mean? Foreign to the NBA. You don't see guys that are that big, moving like that, shooting like that, and still being a dominant interior presence, especially on the defensive end. I think you could argue, or I don't even know if it's really an argument, but he was like front running the DPOI this year.
Yeah, now just because of the injury, it might be Dyson, but to be honest, it should have been him.
Yeah, it's over.
By a landslide.
Loki, who predicted Dyson beginning of the season on this pod, boys?
Yeah, we were looking at that. We were looking at the DPOI. I think I said Wemby. I either said Wemby or I said.
And I said Dyson. I was the one that said Dyson.
Oh yeah, you're the only one that's wrong, bro.
What you mean?
Actually, it might happen.
No, well, it can happen now.
That's wrong.
But barring injuries, we were winning, fam.
But that's exactly why I picked that, bro. But I didn't expect a blood clot. I thought like, his ankle, you know, because
so
when you're 7 foot 400,
and we were looking at the DPOI odds now that it shifted. So now that Wemby's out, When we actually recorded the other day, Emmanuel, it was Jaren Jackson that's fronted, and now it's Evan Mobley. Dyson Daniels is third.
For DPOY?
For DPOY.
Look, he's shocked.
That's some.
And guess what, Milan? You're still wrong.
That can't be serious. That can't be serious.
Emmanuel's a hater, bro. He doesn't even care about who. He just doesn't want Dyson Daniels to win.
He just don't want me to win. It's not Dyson.
Yo, Evan Mobley might got that, fam. Let's be real. Come on, he's a problem.
I don't know.
He's not. He's not, guys. Skyler is not.
He's not. I find it weird, bro. DPOY, like, I don't know, the way the last few winners have been, and just the way the league is. I feel like it's to your benefit to be a big man winning DPOY. Obviously, it's easier for you to win it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
easier, yeah.
I'm kind of on the fence when it comes to that, because on one hand, I get it. You'll be 9 times out of 10, you're gonna be more impressed at what a big man can do defensively than a guard or something like that. But with that being said, you know, who is it? Marcus Smart won it when. I don't even think that was the most deserving DPOY, but it was nice to see that guards can still win DPOY and be acknowledged as being a great defensive player. Do you know what I mean? So
my problem is Dyson has. I'm pretty sure I read a stat that Dyson has the most steals since Michael Jordan's DPOY year, like in the 90s.
Yeah, see, so it's like.
And the
this
last
guy
time
always has some crazy stats.
What'd you say, Milan? What was the last part? What'd you say?
I said the last time a guard had that many steals, he won DPOY.
Oh yeah, and MJ. MJ. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know, bro. I think it's also tough because naturally as a guard, you are kind of guarding more mobile play. Like you're guarding Luka. You know what I mean? Evan Mobley's not guarding Luka when they play the Lakers. You know what I mean? Or something like that.
But
that's true, bro.
You know?
Yeah, I feel like the big man. I think it's actually harder for the bigs.
That face.
No,
so dirty.
That was a setup because that was a setup. Milan is terrible, fam.
Did you just say Rudy Gobert, brother? Is that what I just heard you say?
You did on purpose.
People know how I feel about Rudy Gobert, bro. That guy is a fraud. That guy is one of the worst defensive DPOYs of all time.
You think so?
Yes,
I don't know
bro.
about that.
No,
I can't. You can't say that.
You cannot isolate against the DPOY in a game-winning situation.
Bro, he's gonna be a Hall of Famer.
You don't get to do that.
Skyler, he's a defensive anchor, fam. He's not like a stopper.
God,
you know,
he's
not a guard stopper. He's like someone that's gonna alter the shots at the rim, make you think 3 times about attacking. He's not like he's not defending the whole. You know, I feel like you have a different perspective.
You show me.
He tries to be. That's the issue.
You show me any other DPOY. You show me any other DPOY of the last, let's say, 20 years getting cooked that much. It's ridiculous. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
Luka cooks a lot of people, fam.
I understand that. But tell me right now that Giannis gets cooked the same way. No, he doesn't. Jaren Jackson Jr. will not get cooked the same way. If you take Rudy Gobert
away from beating him.
If you take Rudy Gobert outside of the paint, he is a liability. And that's the best defender in the league.
But what about inside?
The game's not played inside anymore. This is a 3-point league. I don't care what you can do by the back.
Inside, fam.
You have to score inside. But what I'm saying is, once there are other guys in the league that can do inside and out defensively,
you draw them out.
You're no longer like literally what I'm saying. Like I hate going back to the same example, but it's fact. If Luka has the ball in a game-winning situation, and it's in his mind, it's I'm gonna ISO Rudy Gobert, the DPOY. You're not the best player. You're not the best defensive player in the league. I'm sorry. You can't look at the DPOY. You tell me any other DPOY in history that a player is going to look at game-winning situation on the line. I want the DPOY. I want the DPOY on the isolation.
Let me ask you a question. Luka's not cooking Dikembe?
That's what I'm saying. Luka's cooking like.
Look at what time he played. Look at when he played. Look at when he played. He did. Okay, there was no one like Luka back then.
But that's the same archetype, right? He's a big man.
For the 80s, Rudy Gobert is a great defender in the 80s. The game isn't here, and it's not in the basket no more.
Yeah, but it's on the perimeter. What the NBA is saying, Skyler, is that his presence inside is so game changing that we have to give him the.
That's and it was.
And
that's
to be honest, it
was. It's not anymore. That's what I'm saying.
Minnesota?
No, right now, but
that was the worst trade of all time. And arguably is, but he made Minnesota like the best defensive team in the league last year.
For sure. But it's not just Rudy Gobert. I agree with you on that. I agree with you. Minnesota were freaks. They had the Twin Towers. They had 2 7-footers. I agree. But my whole issue is Rudy Gobert. If you scaled the NBA back to the 80s, he's a great defensive player. He's one of the best defenders in the league. But that's not where we're at anymore. You saw what Steph did today. How many times was he in the paint?
He was a few times, actually.
A few times. How many threes did he take?
Shot some threes.
How many teams are chucking up threes and doing damage from the perimeter, bro? People aren't. Teams' game plan isn't.
It is a 3-point league.
Teams' game plan isn't getting to the basket and finishing on whoever.
But that doesn't mean he's a bad defender, though.
It doesn't mean he's a bad defender, but it means it's not DPOY. It means
fam, you don't get multiple DPOYs for no reason, fam.
He did, so apparently you do. You know what I'm saying?
What I'm saying is, like, there's obviously people that watch this religiously that are like, we can see the value in what you provide. Yeah. Yes, the game might have gotten away from what you do, but what you do is so special that you know what, you deserve it. And fam, when he did win, there wasn't a lot of players that were like, yo, he shouldn't have won. Like, there was a 1-2 guys, but the majority of the league was like, okay, like, kind of makes sense. He won it multiple times, fam.
Bro, they pity him, bro. The man was getting his ass beat for COVID and stuff, bro. They feel bad. They were like, just let him have it, bro. That's all he's here for. Let him have it.
No, the thing is, though, I actually agree with what you're saying, because low-key, like, that's why if Jaren Jackson wins it, I actually can see a merit to it. Even though I think Dyson deserves it more, Jaren Jackson is now the best player on Memphis this year by far, bro.
Somehow.
Jaw fell off a cliff.
How did that happen?
Bro, the man was out for
Jaren
years.
Jackson's a big who doesn't even average 10 rebounds a game, but yet is that important to the team as a big defensively. You know what I'm saying? Because he, like what we're talking about with Gobert, like what he doesn't do, he doesn't defend like the guards that well and stuff like that. Yeah, he's an elite rim defender, but he's not good enough on the perimeter. Jaren Jackson can actually do that very, very well.
Yeah.
Right? So I actually got to give him credit. And to be honest, even if you don't have the statistics to back it up like Dyson does, are you deserving to some degree? Of course you are.
Yeah. Yeah, at the end of the day, I haven't, like, let's just be honest here. I have an agenda. Okay, I have an agenda against
you. Do have an agenda.
No, but that being said, you can't tell me my agenda is fully fictional. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I have an agenda. You literally scrutinize me.
No, because your agendas are a little bit crazier. Okay, your agendas are nuts. Let's be honest. I'm not as much of an extremist with my agendas as you are.
And I feel like Mobley's gonna win it this year, probably based off the same thing. So is Wemby, fam. Like, fam, Luka's cooking Wemby on the perimeter, you know.
Show it to me.
In the interior, if you're doing all that, fam, like Mobley's not the best perimeter defender, fam. I think the league still values having a defensive anchor, you know.
They do for sure.
And that's it. Like,
they do for sure. And it's like the same thing. How, not to bring up old stuff, whatever. And we were talking about AD in the same way. How he's one of the best interior defenders. And yes, there is 1,000% value to that, because if you don't have an interior defender, an anchor like that, teams now are good enough to switch their game plans, but yeah, okay, we're just gonna take it to the rack. Like, so don't get me wrong, it does pay to have a defensive anchor like that. But my whole issue with it is that once the game continues to evolve, and now we're seeing it's a 3-point league, then I expect the defenders also to evolve to where, hey, maybe you're not a stud on the inside and outside, but if you can give me a 10 out of 10 on the inside and a 7 out of 10 on the outside, I'm gonna take that over a 10 out of 10 on the inside and a 0 out of 10 on the outside. You know what I mean? Like, what's more of a valuable defender to you? A guy that can just do one, or...
From Rudy came in like years ago, you're not going to ask that guy.
So did all these other guys that are thriving. What are we talking about?
Rudy's the best rim defender of all time? I think he might be.
If you want to argue that, there's a case for that,
like,
for sure.
He is. And and that's even with Hakeem and everyone. Like, I think he is.
Yeah, you can argue that for sure. Like, I won't fight you on that part, but look,
that alone puts you in a Hall of Fame discussion, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the Hall of Fame thing. Yeah, I'm not talking about Hall of Fame. Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer. Off the accolades he has, he's a Hall of Famer. I'm just my
not
pushback
off
is
the accolades, fam. Off the way he plays. Don't say the accolades, fam.
You guys are telling me he just won 4 Defensive Player of the Years. That alone puts you in Hall of Fame.
Yes, but because of how he played, you're just saying it because they gave him a participation trophy. Frisky got 4, man. Come on, you can't shit on the niggas that got 4 of them, fam. 4 is a lot, fam.
All I'm saying is
4 is a lot.
Isn't that the most of all time?
It might be,
I
fam.
think so.
I can only think of like Dikembe might have like 2 or 3, but
or Peyton. That's it.
fam, Giannis should have won more, but it is what it is.
Thank you. See, so you understand where I'm coming from. Giannis should have won more.
Bro, they give Giannis the same treatment as LeBron now. They're used to it, fam. It's not as special anymore, Brusky.
Yeah. I don't know, but yeah, my agenda on Rudy Gobert stands. Speaking of how do I say bad segue. But anyways, we move on. Have you guys seen stuff recently with Paul George on social media, Twitter, and everything like that? Man, that guy,
Paul George,
that's ruining his legacy right now.
But you know what though? He lived up to it on the first day though of that announcement. That first day he dropped like 27.
Yeah, but what's their record? Are they not like almost 20 games? Yeah, they're almost like 20 games under 500.
To be honest, the second Jared McCain went out, that team was done. Jared McCain
that was a dark point, bro. Yeah. So for anyone that hasn't seen, obviously, Paul George has a podcast, whatever the podcast is called. I don't even know what it's called. He's. Huh?
He's trying to be you.
Yeah, apparently. I'm trying to get like him, to be honest with you, bro. If we can get podcast P numbers up in here, shoot. You won't hear me talk no more. But yeah, he basically came out and said that he's gonna step back from the whole podcasting world to focus on basketball, which is his full-time I guess as of late part-time job, injuries and everything.
That's an excuse, bro.
No, but the worst part wasn't that. It was what he said. It was I'm focusing on winning a championship.
Yeah, focus on winning a championship, bro. At this point in the season, brother, it's not happening. I'm sorry. I'm all for being optimistic, but that stuff's not happening, bro. I'm looking at it right now. Philly's record is 20-38.
Bro, they're not even making the fucking play-in.
So I mean, brother, you guys, it's a little too late now, gang. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm Tyrese Maxey, if I'm anyone within the 76ers organization, I'm livid. I'd be even more livid if he started hooping for real for the rest of the season. Because now you're showing me that
you're trying because you're busy podcasting.
You had this in you the whole time. You just haven't been trying because you've been doing this podcast. Yeah,
and how crazy is really doing a podcast, fam?
You already have a bad enough with him.
Come on, fam.
You know what I mean?
It's like, third option, broski. It's not like every night you're the main guy. Like, come on, fam. That's an excuse, fam. Bro, Draymond Green has a podcast, bro. Somehow he's dropping 15 now. That's more than Paul George, bro. Yes, last game.
Yeah, but that has a lot more to do with Jimmy Butler. Because, bro, all of a sudden, even Steph's hooping now.
Oh, yeah.
Like Steph has been crazy.
Jimmy's the missing piece. Shout out to Steph.
Bro, he hit 12 threes today, fam.
Yeah, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see Steph moving like that all week. I had Steph in my fantasy team all season. Did nothing, bro. I traded him. Now he's putting up 56.
Vintage.
That's
vintage
crazy,
stuff,
fam.
bro.
Fam, Jimmy Butler, bro. 3 points for the bum. Sorry.
I think he had 5. Hold on, gang. I think he had 5.
I missed on so much money because of that, bro.
Oh, this guy, bro.
Yo, he went crazy the last few games. Just the day I bet on him, fam. You should have seen him. He was like a fish out of water, bro. He got stopped by Jonathan Isaac, bro.
Hey, don't sleep on Jonathan Isaac, bro. That guy was a stud on defense before he got injured. Before whatever injury he had.
Exactly.
I know, but a man has been through so many injuries. Come on, fam. Attack those.
He is washed.
Whatever hurts, I'm attacking that, bro. Like Kobe, bro.
Yeah. But to bring it back to thing on a more serious, semi-serious note, whatever. What do you guys think Paul George's legacy is becoming right now? Because I feel like there's a lot of guys like for the younger fans in the league that have only kind of paid attention of the last few years or so, their perception of what Paul George's legacy is or career looked like is drastically different than what we would remember it as. You know what I mean? Seeing him in Indy, seeing him when he was PG-24, like before he switched to 13 and everything like that. You know what I mean? I feel like he's almost becoming, for different reasons, not because he's not doing the exact same stuff, but I feel like he's almost becoming like this generation's Paul Pierce, bro. Like Paul Pierce's legacy is just ruined for the younger generation that didn't get to see his whole, and like I'm gonna include myself in that. I didn't watch Paul Pierce for his whole career. Like I was born 2000. You know what I mean? So I didn't see all of it, but I knew enough to know he has the nickname The Truth for a reason. But then if you see his last few years and that farewell tour. We all seen the video of the headband and him throwing a headband into the thing and a fan throwing it back to him, bro. So it's like
you ain't Kobe.
You ain't
Kobe. You see what I'm saying? We've all seen that. And I feel like Paul George is heading down a similar route right now where it's like, bro, in his prime, like, bro, he had that MVP season. Not that he was an MVP, but top 3 MVP season in OKC and everything.
He's an MVP caliber player.
That's what I mean. Harden. Yeah. And it's like he was a legit top NBA player. And now you look at him and if it's not injuries.
And the worst part is, bro, he did that after coming back after literally like a career-ending injury.
Snapping his leg in half.
That's an MVP level after coming back from breaking his leg like that.
Yeah,
this is what he is now.
Yeah,
and it's not like I can't blame the injury for this.
Yeah, no, because you've shown that you've already come back and you really think. I think for a very long time, I think he was a lot of. Like, you know how you hear guys say, like, oh, he's your favorite hooper? Like, he was in that mold where it's like the guy's 6'8", he goes to
level, bro.
Yeah, he plays both ways. He's a good rebounder. He's a good facilitator. Obviously, he can score. He has a great handle. Like, bro, the man checked all the boxes in his prime. And then you look at him now, and it's like off-court stuff that he's doing, whether it's just stupid things he's saying on the podcast or, injuries and stuff. I feel like his legacy is just tanking right now, bro. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, though. What do you guys feel?
I don't know. I feel like it's weird because last year he was going crazy with the Clippers. Yeah. So it's like I feel like
it's crazy when healthy.
Like above 20.
Pretty good though. It's not like, you know what I mean. Like he was signed with Kawhi. Now, they were supposed to win 5 rings together at least.
Yeah, but like what I'm saying is like he was still like star level. Right now he's playing like a role player.
Yeah, he hasn't got to go in the hole. I mean, he had like the 2. I think he hyperextended the same knee twice coming out. Like he did it once in summer league. I think he did it once at the start of the season. So he missed a bunch of time. And then, I mean, you have to account for the adjustment going to Philly. Now you're part-time playing with Embiid and you're playing with Tyrese Maxey. So, I don't think anyone expected him to be the number 1 option or the number 2 option, really, if everyone's healthy.
Be a veteran presence, bro.
Yeah,
like something like that. And Lowry, bro. And it's like they're both stealing money from the Sixers.
Well, I'm okay with it because
I don't know why Lowry's in the league, fam. Skyler. I know that's a guy.
Yeah,
I know that's a guy. But
Lowry should have hung it up after like his last decent
brother.
period.
Come on, fam. Let's keep it real.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot. If you like, I'm not disagreeing with you, but there's a lot of guys in the league you can make that case for, bro. And there's a lot more that are way more worthy of having that conversation than Kyle Lowry. You know what I mean? Kyle Lowry, I'm pretty sure, is at least a veteran presence in the locker room. Not that I've ever been around the 76ers organization.
I don't know. I feel like he's childish, fam. Kyle Lowry doesn't come off as someone that
I don't think he's childish, but I don't think even he's enough to really because Embiid gets called up, bro. We all say like Embiid's injured, this, that, and the other, bro. Embiid gets called up for not being serious, and then that's not even the top, bro. The Sixers are actually disaster, bro. Think about Kelly Oubre, like stories that came out about Kelly Oubre last 3 years, bro.
Whoa.
This guy's a bomb, bro.
You can't hate on Kelly Oubre, fam. He made me too much money this year.
Bro, man, stop looking at things through money, bro.
Listen. No, you guys are haters, though. Because Kelly Oubre is actually, he's one of the only bright spots on the 76ers.
Young bright spots,
bro. No. Man's like almost 30.
He's one of the only bright spots for the 76ers right now. Look, he's doing pretty good.
That
look
doesn't mean much, gang. It's the 76ers.
But I'm watching. Yeah, well, that's true. But I'm watching the games and the man, fam, he's averaging like 6-7 rebounds for Kelly Oubre, and he's shooting the ball like he's getting buckets. Yeah. So it's like,
bro has Tyrese Maxey's an all-star, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, but let's consider everyone's healthy, right? Tyrese Maxey's an all-star.
But we can't.
Embiid is an all-NBA or MVP level player, allegedly, right?
We can't do that, fam.
You're saying assuming everyone's healthy. Assuming everybody's healthy.
Yeah, but injuries is why it's like this. If none of them were healthy, fam, Embiid, the last time he wasn't healthy, he was the MVP of the league.
They were still losing every game. And the only shining star was actually McCain, bro.
When? At the beginning of the season? Yeah. But fam, like Embiid is always coming off of injuries, right? So like it's gonna take time. Like you can't hit the ground running all the time. Like look at Wemby,
get to a point where it's like, why are you getting injured so much, bro? Like today I got bored. I was like, how many games did he play this year? Just out of curiosity, because I'm playing him in fantasy this week. I wanted to see how many games he's played. You know how many games he's played? 19 games this season. You know how much he's getting paid?
$60 million.
Of course, fam. But I just feel like that's not. I get it, but that's what can the man really do about that, fam? Milan, let me ask you a question. You don't think MB wants to play basketball, fam? You don't think he wants to be out there? You don't think every time he gets hurt in his head, he doesn't know that people like us are gonna talk about him?
So,
fam, these guys are humans, fam,
Emmanuel,
but it doesn't.
So I have a
What?
question. This is just a general question. Take the names out of it. Just a general question. Do you feel? Because obviously there's certain guys. Damn, this is crazy. What the hell's going on here? Wow, this is nuts. Obviously, there's certain guys. There's certain guys in sports, bro. That look at these guys. These guys are kids, bro. If something happens, now these guys are. But then you're a teacher, bro. You should be more mature than this. Yeah, no. Obviously, like in sports, being injury prone is a thing. Like certain guys are injury prone, but do you feel that guys are injury prone because it's something that they are not doing or something they are doing, or do you think it's just luck of the draw? Because I've seen I've seen LeBron land on his ankle and then just tie his shoe tighter and keep playing.
He heals at a different rate than humans.
If we start comparing everybody to LeBron,
okay, it doesn't have to be LeBron, but it's like, okay, think of it. Actually, that was a bad example. I was going to talk about Zion for a second. Zion's a whole other case. But in high school, I don't know if you guys remember this. I remember seeing it because I thought he was done. In high school, if I find it, I'll put it up. But he dunked in high school and literally landed like his ass landed on his ankle, and I thought he was cooked. And the man just got up and just walked away, and I was like, "What?" You know what I mean? So it's like certain guys.
That's luck. That got me luck.
It is luck now. You see what's going.
Because if it happened today,
you know what I mean?
Oh my God.
You see how he's going. Now, we can talk about Zion afterwards, but yeah, no. To my initial point,
okay, but
do you think injury prone has to do with the player, or do you think it's just luck of the draw, whatever?
I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, go ahead, Milan.
No, I'm saying it's a mix, bro. Like it can't be just one. You know what I mean? Like it can't just be luck of the draw. But bro, if like, let's be honest, I love Russ, right? Mm. You don't think Russ knows that the way that he plays to explode, like to dunk like that, plays so explosive, is not good for his knees?
I think Russ is a different kid, bro. Russ is the only guy I've ever seen tear his ACL and then come back more athletic afterwards.
No, but you see that athleticism's gone.
Now, now, yes.
He's older too, but what I think it is like, fam, naturally I feel like bigs get hurt more than regular people. Yeah. I feel like guys like Wemby, AD, Embiid, your body's not meant to be that huge and that big, fam.
Okay,
like, and doing all that.
I agree, but then so what's the case for Giannis? Because he's
Giannis, but what I'm saying is where Giannis is, he started like a twig. I feel like he worked and he has those genetics, man. Giannis might be cut from the same tree as LeBron, just a different branch. You feel me? Because he's quick, he's strong, he can get muscle easily. Like, fam, I guarantee you, Anthony Davis could be in the gym as much as Giannis is not gonna look the same, fam. Some people are just built like that. I feel like Embiid. Yeah, I think Embiid is the same thing. He's big and that helps him, but he's not like Giannis. You feel me? And I feel like that, like, obviously when you keep hearing it year after year, you're gonna make a change, fam. You get paid $60 million to play basketball. You're gonna make sure that you can get on the court. But if your body, it's like AD, fam. Like, and they were saying AD
Jokic doesn't have a body like any of those guys, bro. Jokic just looks like Jokic looks like he stumbled out of pub, bro.
I remember Andrew Bynum, bro, was made of clay.
Like, you guys are picking enigmas, fam. Jokic is not supposed to be doing what he's doing, though. You feel me? That's like winning the lottery, bro. Most bigs don't act like they'll move like Jokic, fam.
Most bigs do move like Jokic. Jokic is
what
not
I'm
a
seeing is
guy.
like. What I'm saying is, like, even IQ wise, you could tell that he's a different type. He has a different makeup than your average person.
Yeah, but that's kind of by force, bro. You think he tries to play like Giannis? That's not gonna happen. He knows he can't.
No, that's not what
Jokic can't jump onto a side.
He's still superhuman, And the fact that he's superhuman, I feel like somehow health kind of plays into that. He's generally just healthy. Like, he won the lottery in that sense where he's not gonna get hurt. But most times they're not, fam. Bigs get hurt. Like, a lot of bigs get hurt, and I feel like guards have a longer lifespan in the league.
Yeah, I just think it has
just
something.
How it is.
I just think there's something, like, you're probably right. Yeah, it's probably a mix of both genetics and everything like that. But I think it also has to.
The way you play, bro.
Huh?
It's the way you play. Like, someone like Steph who shoots is gonna be a lot more likely to have a longer career than someone like D Rose or Russ.
But look at Wemby though.
Really play like?
Look at Wemby too.
Does Embiid really play something out of his body though? Like I think Embiid's a solid
second
player.
Year.
Yeah, but that's even worse, right? In the second year, already getting like an injury.
No, but that's like a chance. Like that wasn't like he developed that injury. Like that was a chance, like a freak. Chance.
I don't think anyone would have like if you were to put odds on how Wemby would get injured at some point in his career, it never would have been something like it would always be like a muscle thing,
an ankle,
like,
like you know what I mean?
hamstring, groin, whatever, maybe a back thing, whatever it is, you know. But I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's a little bit of both. But bring it back. Speaking of Zion, do you guys see Zion's? He's actually at like. Apparently, he's at his lightest he's ever been in the NBA, bro, like 286 or whatever. And they also have him on the same thing that the 76ers have Embiid on, bro. The whole no back-to-back thing.
But see, that got to be proved that it's not the players, fam. That got to be proved that it's not the players.
What?
I don't like that the narratives get painted that it's the players that don't want to play, fam. Sometimes these organizations...
I agree with you.
You can't say that. Rusky, have you ever seen any player play with their face messed up? That was the only time I seen a player with his eye up. What? Who?
I seen Braun do that.
Broski, not like LeBron never had an orbital fracture, Broski.
Yes, he did, bro. He wore the Batman mask.
Or was it a broken nose?
Fam, that's different, fam. Like
either way, they're wearing the same mask though.
Yeah, but even LeBron doing it, that's not normal. Like most people, like what Embiid got, he shouldn't have been playing, fam. And he's
enough of this, bro.
Okay, forget last year, right? Even right now, they're saying that how Embiid is moving, they should shut him down. 100%. But he's still trying. But what I'm saying is, he's still trying to play. He's still out there, and they're saying they should shut him down. Doesn't that let you know that he wants to play? Because they're talking about he shouldn't be playing. He's still out there.
I think it ties, honestly, like if you zoom out the scope a little bit, it ties into the fact that people just don't like Joel Embiid, bro. Like,
they don't, fam. It's like Jayson Tatum.
Yeah, I'm happy you brought that up. I'm happy you brought that up because did you guys see?
I feel like I should give him more respect.
Did you see the other day? Jayson Tatum crossed up Cade Cunningham. Did you guys see that? On social media.
And I saw Cade cross him up too.
Okay, no.
Yeah, Cade is a monster.
Here's the thing. So apparently he crossed up Cade. Not even apparently, it happened. But you know what also happened that I saw way more times, bro? Is Asar crossed him up too. Crossed up Jayson Tatum. And that's the one that I saw the most. So it's like, damn. I feel like there is some truth to it, bro, where it's like...
That's when it's a good player. That's not just him. That's a good player, bro. How many... Did you guys... Everyone, I'm sure, saw Najee Marshall call LeBron too little. We're only talking about because he did on LeBron, bro. If he did that on
but LeBron is also one of the most...
No one cares.
LeBron is also one of the most hated stars in the world.
For sure, but it's because he's the best, bro.
I don't think so, bro. Some people just don't like that guy. Ever since he left Cleveland the first time, fam. Broski, because I do like reels on YouTube and stuff. Bro, the amount of hate that I get for LeBron, I'd be surprised my damn self. Fam, they be treating like he took the Cleveland Cavs and he spat on them, fam. And then he left. Like, people don't like LeBron.
Understand the story, bro. Like, what LeBron got Mo Williams and a washed Shaq.
100%. I agree with you, fam. But these fans, even the owner, he don't look at it like that.
Casual.
Yeah, fam. But the owner, I feel like most people, especially MJ fans, they don't like LeBron just because it's LeBron, fam.
He's the closest thing to...
They don't have a real reason, fam. They just don't like him.
But yeah, I think there's a lot of... It's starting to become more and more valid, bro. The Tatum hate, like... Not Tatum hate, but...
Tatum should be hated,
bro. Tatum's such a good player. Why didn't he get any single... Like, a minute in the Olympics? Like, a minute.
But that was hate.
1 minute? That was hate from who? Steve Kerr's a hater now?
Yeah. Yes, man. Didn't they beat them in the finals? Yeah. Probably holding a grudge.
No,
Golden State beat Boston.
Oh yeah, but he probably doesn't like them. He probably doesn't like him, fam. Broski, come on.
You want to call him up then?
So Derek White should play more than Jayson Tatum, Milan. Really? Really?
If he has more value than the team, yeah.
I seen a thing from back when the Olympics were going on, and some guy did justify it in a way that it makes sense, but it's still. He still shouldn't have been selected to the team. Like, if anything, and it's not even to push a different agenda. If it's not to push a different agenda, but Jaylen Brown actually would have fit better with that Olympics team.
Way more.
100%.
The way, I don't remember what the video was or anything like that. But he he was talking about what roles the team have, what Jayson Tatum would have brought, and what they actually needed. And it's not a scorer like Jayson Tatum is. Like that. If you look at Jayson Tatum, he's a scorer. They don't need more of that. You know what I mean? They need more guys to do it like Book did, which is defend and dirty work, defend, knock down your shots, and it's like.
And Jaylen Brown has been doing that ever since they got Jayson Tatum.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why Jayson Tatum, it makes more. It would have made more sense to have Jaylen Brown in that Olympics team. I don't know why they picked Jayson Tatum, but especially if that was the plan, like that they had in their head, it's one thing to pick Jayson Tatum and then just play him over somebody else, like playing him over Ant or something like that. But it's a whole different thing to bring him and still not use him. Like that was, he had to have been pretty ticked off.
That's disrespect. But even Tyrese Halliburton came out today and said the fans should be easy on Jayson Tatum, fam. Bro, I'm gonna be honest. I know you know why we gotta hold on to him, fam, because Jayson Tatum actually wants to be an ambassador for basketball, fam. So does Wemby. Me personally, I want to push those guys.
You don't like people that don't give a fuck about the sport.
Yeah, but I don't like Brisky. They asked Anthony Edwards. Yes, I do, man. Yes, I do. Yes, fam. If it wasn't for ball, we wouldn't be here.
Why are you wasting your talent? Why are you wasting your talent?
They asked Anthony Edwards, how do you feel about being the face of the league? Can you imagine what Jayson Tatum would have said? He would have told us a Kobe story, bro. He said some crazy
corny as hell, bro.
He is mad corny. And that's the thing.
And that's why. That's why they don't like him.
Yeah, it's biting him in the ass because it's all because
even Tyrese is corny as hell, bro.
Who? Kyrie?
Tyrese?
Tyrese. I heard Kyrie.
No. Tyrese says
Kyrie's been talking less and playing better. I have to give him the flowers, bro. Kyrie's been serious.
Yeah, come on, fam.
I don't know. The thing with Jayson Tatum, I feel like it's kind of biting him in the ass now. It comes off as like
corny.
It comes off as like the kid that wants to be the captain of the team and is just like, oh, pick me.
You're the best of the best. For sure, you could like if you're LeBron, then you can talk like I think I deserve more respect, right? For sure. But if you're like maybe 10th to 15th in the league, you can't be like I need more respect, bro. Be quiet.
Yeah.
10th? I think he's in the top 10, fam.
Let me think. Realistically,
I think he's gotta be, fam.
But like, are you saying this season specifically, or like
I'm saying in general, fam. Okay. In the league, fam.
Luka, Giannis, LeBron,
Jokic.
I'm taking Wemby.
Yeah. Would you take Ant this season?
I'm taking Steph.
Would you take Ant this season?
I honestly wouldn't take Ant, but if you for
no, we're not taking Ant.
I personally wouldn't.
I think in general, I'm taking Ant.
I think
this
season
it can be
really.
Yeah,
I think Jaylen Brown's a better player than him.
I agree.
Damn, that was my point the whole last year, but now I'm mad because y'all thinking it too far with JT. This should just coexist. Like that's.
I think Donovan Mitchell's a better player than him.
This season,
that's a sticky.
This season, yes.
Overall, but
Shea, we didn't even say Shea. That's 10.
I think Shea's a better player than him.
Isn't that 10?
Nah, Donnie Mitchell can be better than Jayson Tatum.
Okay, so either way, then he's at least
one is 6'1", one is 6'9", 6'10". If we're starting a team right now,
6'1" guy dropped 70.
But what I'm saying is, offensively, they're both cracks. So now I gotta look at intangibles, fam. Donovan Mitchell in the playoffs, he's gonna get exposed. I hope you guys know that.
But Tatum didn't get exposed last year?
Historic performances in the playoffs?
Yes, Jayson Tatum.
Hey, so then you can't use that argument.
No.
But do you remember what Donovan Mitchell was doing in that bubble versus Jamal Murray?
Oh my god!
I
thought they were the two best players of all time when I was watching.
I'm saying, bro.
So you guys are telling me that if you're starting a team right now, you're picking Donovan Mitchell ahead of Jayson Tatum?
I think so.
Yeah.
What?
I take Jaylen Brown over Jayson Tatum right now. That's hate.
Okay,
This hate.
That's hate too. Jaylen Brown, I get it.
Yeah.
But Donovan Mitchell, nah, fam.
I don't think it's as
Donovan Mitchell.
I think you'll get more
defensively.
I think you'll get more like 50-50 takes in terms of Donovan Mitchell, Jayson Tatum, but I don't think it's that like it's not that much of a hot take to take Donovan Mitchell.
Really?
I personally don't think so.
Fam, what? Fam,
if you ignore the fact that he wants to be the face of the NBA and the face of a team and yada yada yada, like I don't think.
Yeah, but he's done it, fam. The man boomed on LeBron one of his first years, screamed at him like, "Oh, man, I gotta go."
We're 3 years away from Paolo taking over that position
Well,
too.
I was gonna say, nah.
Paolo's other guy's be better than Jayson Tatum for sure.
Oh my
this
God,
season, I haven't watched enough, but
this season, no. This season, no.
You guys,
he
come
started
on,
off strong, got super injured,
fam.
and he's come back. He's been iffy.
Yeah, I haven't watched enough.
But I'm saying 2-3 years from now, this isn't even gonna be a conversation, bro.
I think it's still gonna be a conversation. I think you're right, but I think it's still, fam. Jayson Tatum's like 26, 27, fam. He's about to be in his prime.
He's 19. Every year, he's just 19, bro.
but that's true, fam. He hasn't even entered his prime. That's what I'm talking about, fam. Jayson Tatum, I'm sure, is still averaging better stats than Donovan Mitchell, fam. Brisky, to me, if you're giving me a team, that's not even a question, fam. On defense, you know how crazy that is, fam. Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland are not winning a chip, fam. Together,
100%.
That backcourt cannot do it, fam.
But if Jayson Tatum was traded from Boston right now, is he winning a chip? Pick any team in the league.
He's doing it on the Cavs.
So he gets traded to the Cavs right now.
Yeah, he's doing it on the Cavs. If he gets traded to the Cavs right now,
but what makes you think Boston wouldn't also just win with Donovan Mitchell then?
Because I don't think Donovan Mitchell is like that dynamic. Like I feel like when you're short, fam, you can get stopped rather easy. Like fam,
he hasn't been getting stopped.
But this is my thing with Donovan Mitchell. He doesn't need to be stopped because sometimes he stops himself. Fam, last game he had like 15 points. Donovan Mitchell is not the most like he's kind of streaky, fam.
I just clocked. He's not better than AD.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, but with the injury stuff, but is that 10? Because with the fam, he's better than Donovan Mitchell, broski. Jayson Tatum is better than Donovan Mitchell. We should make a poll.
Jayson Tatum had 19 points last game.
I know.
Okay, no, I don't like that.
No, I don't like it either. But he brought up 15 points for Donovan Mitchell.
Okay. If you're gonna do that, just look up both of their stats this year, all of the stats, and we can compare because you guys are only looking at scoring. But Jayson Tatum rebounds, he passes the ball, and he can play defense, and he's 6'9". Donovan Mitchell's 6'1" on a good day, fam.
He's a good player. It's just I don't think it's as crazy.
I think Jelani will back me up on this, fam. That's why we need balance.
Let me see.
Fam, I do not. Nah, Donovan Mitchell is not better than Jayson Tatum, fam. I can't believe this is an argument, fam.
Actually, is this career stats? Hold on. Donovan Mitchell's averaging 24.5 points per game to Jayson Tatum's 23.5. Tatum has 7 rebounds per game to 4.5 to 4 for Tatum. Donovan Mitchell's averaging 5 assists. Jayson Tatum's averaging 4. Donovan Mitchell's averaging 1.5 steals. Tatum's averaging 1 with also a block. Donovan Mitchell basically just doesn't block the ball because he's 6'1". Shooting splits are practically the exact same. Slightly better for Tatum, but it's marginal.
He's also got a much better team around him, but
yeah.
Oh my God! Yeah, and Donovan Mitchell doesn't. He has the best team, and he had one of the top 2 teams in the league. What are we talking about?
The top team in the league is Boston, bro. So that's what I'm saying. It's the same thing.
Who's the number 1 team in the league right now? It gotta be the Cleveland, right?
I think
it's Cleveland.
It is
Cleveland or OKC.
It's Cleveland, OKC, then Boston.
So Milan, what are you saying, fam? He doesn't have a good team. He has the best team in the league.
That team's record doesn't mean anything, bro.
Oh, here we go. Now it doesn't mean anything.
Just setting this up, bro. They're not winning the playoffs.
Yeah, but that's because of Donovan Mitchell.
I disagree. I don't think that's the reason.
Okay,
I think he's gonna show up. I think he's gonna show up when it comes to the playoffs. I think everyone else that's not gonna show up.
He be having moments.
Sorry. I made a mistake. I read out the career stats. My fault. This season, Donovan Mitchell's averaging 30 points a game. Goddamn. Tatum's averaging 25 and a half.
27, 26, yeah.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell's averaging 5 assists, Tatum's averaging 4, and then it's 7 rebounds to 4.5 for Tatum also. So I made a mistake. My fault, lads. But same gist. They're still doing better at whatever they're doing better at in their career and everything like that. Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like it's a sticky with Jayson Tatum. I do kind of see his angle from it a bit more now, where it's like the respect part of it. Because yeah, let's not. I feel like me and Milan, we're saying what we're saying, but I think it feels like it's almost coming off like we're calling him a scrub. We're not calling him a scrub.
This is crazy.
We're not calling him a scrub. Yeah, we're not calling him a scrub. But I think he does have to pump the brakes a little bit because I think Milan said it earlier. You can't be outside.
Look at LeBron if you're 15th.
Yeah. You need to know where
and
you
that's not
fall in the league
because
and everything like that.
Like, he sucks as 15th. There's 14 fantastic players in the league. That's what it is.
Yeah, but fam, I don't think that's what he's saying, fam. I think what he's saying is the fans hate on him for no reason.
Oh,
I think that's what he wants to say.
Yo, but honestly, how much does that have to do with social media just being so powerful now that like these men, bro? Did you see that clip of Darius Garland talking about the Shea and Donovan Mitchell meet-off? Like that's bananas. Like,
nah, what happened?
No, we're not talking about that. Don't elaborate. We don't need to talk about that.
I don't even know what happened. Still.
We don't need to know what happened. It's fine.
What the hell? Is that crazy?
What do you mean? Is that crazy? That sounds crazy to me. That's the first time I ever heard of it. I don't even know why you heard about that, gang. But
the meetup, ain't gotta be like.
It was on a podcast. It was on Twitter.
But is it meetup like what kind of meetup we talking about?
Skims.
Oh nah, that's a nasty dog. Let's move on. Yo, on the Skims commercial? Oh nah, man. Nah.
Yeah, no, I think kind of bringing it back to what we were saying before in terms of legacies and everything like that with Paul George. Kevin Durant's also it's looking like Kevin Durant's going to be out of Phoenix. This is his last season for Phoenix. They think he's going to get traded in the offseason. Part one, where do you think he's going to go? Part two, what's KD's legacy looking like? Obviously, I don't think it's tanking the same way as like we were talking about Paul George or anything like that. But you know, if your only rings are coming from joining the best team of all time statistically, and then you leave to try to make your own way and you can't replicate that same success, it's gotta hurt a little bit, especially when you talk about some guys that are the greatest players of all time. And I think it's without a doubt Kevin Durant is one of the greatest players of all time, regardless of how you feel about him, whatever. But what do you guys think about his legacy right now, and where do you think he's gonna land next season?
I don't know where he's gonna land, fam. To be honest, it's Kevin Durant, fam. That guy could wake up tomorrow and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna go join LeBron." Like, you feel me? Like, I don't know, fam. KD could do whatever, but I feel like legacy wise, when it comes to like stats, not stats, but like accolades, I think that could be in question. I think when it comes to skill, I think any pure hooper, and I think that's what he cares about.
Yeah.
Knows how good he is, fam. That's undeniable, fam. Sure. One of the greatest scorers of all time. Now, if we're talking accolades, fam, then obviously it's not top tier. I'm be honest, it's not top tier.
No, but the accolades apart from the rings are actually top tier, though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like what, rookie or second year?
Yeah,
something like that.
Bro, like he's that MVP at what, like 24?
Yeah,
25.
Crazy.
Bro, like his accolades, bro. When you look at his accolades, he's highly regarded by pretty much everyone. That he's probably, in terms of pure talent, the most talented small forward bar LeBron all time, right? It's just the rings, which is all that it
is the most. But it's the most important thing.
Arguably, I think the best years of his career were with Golden State. Like the apex peak of that, bro. We don't even talk about it because he was on that team, unfortunately. But he was so good.
Yeah.
He was, so but that's part of it is probably because he's on that team, fam.
Yeah.
Brisky, they just won 73, and come on, you can't join the team that just got the greatest record of all time.
Bro, I wrote
that's the legacy on it.
I wrote a 6-page essay on it in grade 10.
You just can't, unfortunately, bro.
I was fuming, bro.
Yeah.
Brisky, that's one of those.
I think that's a big part of what you said, Emmanuel, in terms of like, I think all he cares about is being regarded as one of the best pure hoopers, because as much as, and like I was a part of it, I'm sure we all were a part of it. Clearly, Milan was a part of it with the 6-page yesterday. But as much as people didn't like the fact he joined Golden State and how many fans he rubbed the wrong way when he did that, he's never apologized for that, bro. Like he's never 100%. Gone back on his word saying, if I could do it again, I would. Like, no. As far as I'm concerned, KD would do the same thing tomorrow. It's just about, and I honestly, it's to the point now where I actually kind of respect it as a player, because it's like. Yeah, from a Hooper's point of view too, he's been killing it. And it's like when he went to Golden State, it's not like he got carried. I mean, he was the Finals MVP when he went there.
Like, isn't the goal to be a champion? And wouldn't you, like, realistically, I hate his argument, but isn't like your goal to win, to put yourself in the best position to win?
Yeah. No, it is, and he did that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but how you win matters, fam.
I agree with that. I agree with that. But like, do I get his like? He just wants to win. He doesn't care about how he wins. He just wants to win.
Yeah, and I think he is like to your point again, Emmanuel. Like he is a pure. Like the man's not involved in nothing. You know what I mean? Not involved in no scandals. You don't hear about. He doesn't get no. That's the worst stuff you hear about. Worst stuff you hear about KD is he's in the club practicing his jump shot. He doesn't get no lineups and shoot. That's about it, bro. Everything else is just pure basketball, bro.
This sucks, bro, because he was so likable in his OKC years, bro. Everyone loved KD, bro. He was like the Ricardo Kaká NBA, bro.
That's how it goes, bro. They like you and then they turn on you.
And it kills me, bro. He was a Raptors fan, bro. You remember that? He's a Raptors fan.
Yeah, bro. We all thought we were getting him when that free agency started.
Low key, man. I don't think he played without a star though. Huh? BI, but they're kind of BI and KD's like the same.
Oh no, I meant like back in the day. I don't mean right now. Right now, I don't. Oh, right now. That's not.
Yeah, he was a fan like because he grew up right when the Raptors got like Air Canada was a thing, you know.
Yeah. Fam, I think he's a fan of the city for more than just the Raptors, man.
Like all the like BI.
Yeah, fam, exactly like BI. You guys heard about Chromas? Never mind.
What the hell are we talking about?
Never mind. Katie and Chromas? Jake through the hoop? Never mind. Never mind. Let's get out of there.
I'm not talking about that.
I'm just saying.
Brother, no. What the hell?
Bro, you know what's crazy? Yo, can we do a little parentheses right here?
Brother, if I'm not trying to edit any of this, eh? So if you say some shit, I gotta edit. Okay,
I'm gonna say something. Nah, it's not bad. It's not bad. I seen this girl, fam, and she posts something, and the caption is, "I party different." I see the messages like this guy's like, "Yo, Kevin Durant is having this party tonight. You want to pull up? Blah blah blah." They're taking phones, girls, mostly girls. Yo, fam,
what the?
Oh, he cut out.
I think he cut out, and that's for the greater good. I can't lie to you, because I didn't like where I was going. I didn't like where I was going.
The SUV's pulled up right in that moment.
I don't like where I was going, so I'm happy that cut out that part there. You have to go. But yeah, I don't know. Bringing it back to regular topics or whatever. Where do you think? Yeah, game. That's a sign. That's a sign from God. Yeah, no, bring it back. Where do you guys think would be a good landing spot for Kevin Durant? I don't think anyone. If you had to pick a destination, I'm pretty sure it's just throwing a shot in the dark at this point. But where would you like to see him go? What fit do you think? I think Milan had said it earlier. I seen it on Twitter too. Someone said something with Dallas, but I don't know if that's actually like a...
You got to think about, he's 36, right?
Yeah.
36?
Yeah.
Bro, it can't be longer than a 1-year rental, right?
You don't think? I think KD's still... Wait, why do you say that? Just because his age? Or like, you think he doesn't have more in the tank than that, or what?
Like, can he score 20 after that? For sure he can. Mm-hmm. But is he going to be like a top 3 player on a championship team past 1 more year? I don't know, bro.
I think so. I think he's got a lot left in the tank, bro. Yeah. For his team, I think so.
What is KD going to do if he doesn't hoop?
Team, and they're like 11th in the West right now. Or something like that. They're deep. They're far down in the West. You know what I'm saying?
I know, but I feel like with them, something's missing, fam.
Bro, you have what it is. Durant. And you have Brad Beal's. I don't even care. That's not a basketball player. That's a scam artist. That's a con artist.
That might be the issue right there. They put their chips into getting this big 3. Yeah, they did. But what I'm saying is that might have been
Harden too, and it didn't work out for him with that either.
That's what I'm saying. But like,
how much of that can you put on KD?
Not a lot, fam. These guys got to produce. Like Bradley Beal's not KD's fault, fam. That's your own fault. Be a man, fam. We're not gonna blame KD.
You can argue the same thing with Brooklyn.
They gave up, like they mortgaged their whole, they gave up Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, like 50 picks. It was like 50 picks for like a 30, and like no disrespect because KD's still KD, but a 35-year-old KD. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you know what it is?
What?
Yeah, go ahead, Sky.
I was just gonna say in terms of like the whole why Phoenix failed and Brooklyn failed, I don't think you can really put that much of it on KD. Like I think everywhere he's gone, if you just looked at him, he's been the same guy. He's been hooping. You know what I mean? And like he's I think the one part I disagree with from Milan is I think he does have a lot left in him. Like just the way he plays, I think his game is polished enough to where it's like his athleticism can deteriorate all the way, and it's like,
oh shoot,
yeah, like I
I'll be
think his
okay.
game is clean.
He can defend.
Yeah,
He can defend. That's one thing about
Yeah,
KD. Everyone doesn't talk about his defensive ability, bro.
yeah.
yeah, and I was gonna say too, like that might be the kryptonite too, defense, fam. Cause like I don't know if they had the personnel like that, bro.
For Phoenix,
Like
he's talking about.
bigs.
I mean, Nurk
Yeah,
was
for
a starting
Phoenix.
big, bro. Nurk's.
Yeah, and then they got him out of there, fam.
Yeah.
They had to, fam. Too much friction. I feel like there's bare friction on that team, bro.
I'd be tight too if someone was making $50-something million a year and not doing nothing with it, bro. I'd be mad too.
That's crazy.
I'd be mad
He
too.
was actually putting out fake numbers in Washington, bro. That's the crazy thing, bro.
Yeah, he was.
Like they weren't even winning games. He was just putting up 35 a game. They're like, wow, he's a serious hooper, bro.
Yeah.
You guys think that's what it is?
What?
Or is it that most superstars can be third options? Now that I think about it. Because look at Paul George, fam.
Is Brad Beal a superstar?
Well, you would argue at the time when he.
I don't know.
when he
At the
got
time
traded.
when he went to Washington, because he was averaging
30
like
points
30
per game.
something, fam. Like, that's hard to do, Brisky.
Okay,
That's
but
not
then
given to
on the
anyone.
flip side, to Milan's point, is he a superstar? If you're, I think a lot of guys would average. I'm not saying 30, but a lot of guys would put up way better numbers on a team like that.
And he wasn't putting up those numbers when John Wall was with him. You know what I mean? Like he was the only player on the team, bro.
I know, but like even now, right? Let's just say that same team. Jordan Poole might be the only, and we all know he got the green light deluxe. He does what he wants. He's still not averaging 30, fam. Because that's still hard. You still have to be a bucket to do that.
Hard to score, yeah.
You know? And it's not like he was doing it on bad splits. Like he was an all-star those years, you know? So it's not like I don't want to take away all everything from him, but I feel like it might be a what's the word? Like a consistency thing. Like maybe Paul George needs the ball that much to be that effective. Because if he misses a couple shots, he knows it's coming back to him. Maybe when he goes to the 76ers, he starts missing at first, doesn't have the ball as much, then the game kind of gets away from him, you know? So it's like I feel like it might be one of those things where like some of those guys just need the ball, like ball dominant, you know? And on those teams, like you're not gonna have it more than KD or Book, fam. Like sorry.
Yeah.
So it's just
that
like,
was always the concern.
I agree with you, but I feel like when you're getting paid that much money, you gotta be more than just scoring, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
And like this is what you keep talking about Luka, right? Like you can't not defend, right?
So now you agree.
No, but this is what I'm saying. I'm literally saying what you guys said. You guys said you can't not defend, right? So if you're gonna get paid that much money to be on that team, bro, you can't just like if you can't score, then you're liability to be on the court.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's a problem with any one-dimensional guy in the league now. When you're making all that money, you can't be one-dimensional.
Yeah, but I think that's why he got paid, right? I don't think Bradley Beal ever got paid because he's a defensive stopper, bro.
No,
I think he got paid preemptively, and now the team that got him,
to keep him, bro.
Facts. So, but I think the problem with Phoenix is they don't even have a point guard, fam. Like they tried turning Book into a point guard, but he's not that, you know. Like he'll do it, but he wants to get his own bucket. So it's like, yeah, fam. So it's like it's weird. It's a weird mix.
Yeah, I don't know.
They should blow that up.
I think it makes it worse too, bro, because they could have technically moved him for Jimmy, and he said, "Nah, I'm not going." So I'm not going nowhere.
Worse,
so it rubbed even more people the wrong way after that.
Yeah, facts. And then now KD knows he was trying to get traded, fam. You have to blow it up, fam. Yeah. Because if KD's mad now, like,
are you getting rid of Book too?
Nah, I can't get rid of Book. Fam, we gotta make money somehow, bro. We can't just. Who's gonna play? Josh Okogie, nigga, call, bro. We need one of them, bro.
That guy's not even there anymore. That guy's
Let's see, come on, we need fam.
This guy just caught a stray.
Fam, it's a business, fam. Come on, fam.
Yeah, I wouldn't say to move Book either. I think he's got to be. As far as the NBA goes, like untouchable, he might be one of the most untouchable guys in the NBA.
Because, bro, like they did that, like they kept the project built around him. Like he got drafted which year, like 20.
Yeah, it's been a minute, eh?
But they've been building that project around him forever, and it's the same thing.
He might be a
Embiid,
lifer.
Right? Like Embiid, like, and I agree. When they gave up on Ben Simmons, that was the right move to do. If between Ben and him, it's the right move to give up on Ben at that moment. I wholeheartedly agree with that. But it's like sometimes I think you gotta blow up the entire project, bro, and start from scratch.
I don't know.
That's hard.
What are the two best places to be in the NBA, bro? Either the best team in the league or the worst team in the league. You don't want to be in that middle ground.
Milan, with the draft classes now, when are you gonna get the next Devin Booker, fam? If you miss on the lottery, it's over, bro.
I don't really advocate for that. I hear what you're saying, But I think with the like, unless you're LA or maybe Boston, but more so LA, you're not gonna get superstars like that often. You know what I mean? Like LA is the only team that can. Yeah. So I think once you get lucky enough to pick one up, you have to hold on to that.
Yeah,
you gotta keep that and just ride out with it. And I think there's no way he leaves unless he kind of co-signs it or at least says like,
you know what
I mean? Facts.
Yeah.
I think he wants to be a lifer like Kobe, fam. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that, but
fam, I don't rate that, fam.
What, being a lifer?
Yeah, the league, fam. The league is not loyal to anybody. Do what's best for you, fam. Because when those owners decide what's best for them, trust me, you're gonna be out that door.
We just saw Luka.
Luka, Clay. Think we can make a list, fam. Nah,
you're not
I'm
wrong.
doing whatever's good for my own pockets.
Clay signed on his own accord, bro.
Yes, but I feel like he got traded because they didn't really want to extend him on what he really wanted, fam. Clay didn't really want to leave the Warriors, fam. I don't believe that, fam.
I agree. The NBA is a lot more like
transactional, fam. Yeah, fam.
100%.
Yeah,
and
I think it's
money.
Weird. It's weird, bro, because I mean, like the Raptors did it, but it worked. So I think it's weird. The Raptors did it and it worked, and I feel like that's what gave that kind of notion a little bit more.
1 year rental type thing?
I think it gave, not to blow it up, but like in the sense of the Raptors, we trade DeMar DeRozan, you bring in a 1 year rental and you win. I feel like that gave that whole notion of 1 year rental is a bit more force to it. And then now with what happened with Dallas and Luka, that could be the opposing force that kind of pushes it back the other way to where it's like, okay, more for player empowerment and more for what you were saying, do what's best for you, don't worry about NBA franchises and yada yada. Because yeah, it's a business. And teams are going to make bad business decisions. You know what I mean? And that's just how it goes. I don't know if you guys saw. Have you guys seen pictures of it was I think it was 2 pictures, old pictures of Dirk and Steve Nash.
Yeah, I've seen those.
You saw those?
No, I didn't.
Bro, if I find it, I'll put it up. But they look zooted, out of their mind, at a party. And they're saying how like, oh, but we traded Luka because he smokes hookah and he drinks beer and whatever.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He's doing that and still winning the West.
Yeah, I don't.
Depends, fam. I never seen a like an executive for the team take away a beer from Dirk or Steve Nash.
Bro, they didn't have social media back then.
I know, but if you have to do that, Milan. Come on, broski. If you have to do that, you think that official wants to do that?
I've seen Dennis Rodman, the 3rd most important player on one of the biggest dynasties of all time.
Look at who you're comparing.
Taken out of an orgy to come play basketball, bro.
Yes, but that was his thing. right? But Luka's not.
So Luka's thing can't be beer, bro? Like, what are we talking about?
No, he can't. He can't because he's the #1 option. Rodman can go and fuck off. We got MJ. We got MJ and Pippen. Hold it down until whenever.
But both of them will tell you how important Rodman was to that team.
100%, but he was still your 3rd star. He's not the leader of the team. No, but Skyler,
on the defensive end?
What I'm saying is when you're the #1 player of the team, it comes with more than just scoring and defense. You gotta lead this group. But that's the thing. Luka had to be. He was the leader. So when you're the face of the franchise, you have to be.
You don't trade a game. You know what I mean?
Bro,
we're just getting into this conversation.
Skyler, the thing is, you can't. How can I say this? When you know you're the shit, fam, there's nothing anybody could tell you. Okay. You're gonna try to talk to me, and I'm averaging 30. Okay. Respectfully, get out of my face.
But so look,
because what are you gonna teach me that I don't know already, fam?
We're talking about the Bulls. Michael Jordan had a gambling addiction, and they didn't go and trade him. You don't trade someone like that.
But that didn't affect his conditioning.
What affected Luka's play?
Luka just came out getting to the finals.
But they just said that every time he would come into the season, he would be overweight. He has to work himself in shape.
I don't care.
That's what they're saying, fam. Even if you look at Luka and you look at MJ, it's not the same profile, my guy. Like, come on.
No, fam. But his league
Luka's
standing.
A pudgy guy, fam. Luka's pudgy, fam.
Luka was never gonna look like Michael Jordan. Luka's build is just a little bit bigger.
But see, the problem is we don't know that because Luka doesn't.
We do know that. If you look at Luka when he came in, barring the fact he was an 18-year-old child,
he's not gonna look like LeBron, but he could do better than now, fam. Come on. If Giannis could go from what he was to now, come on. That's
genetics. You said that's genetics. Let's be honest here. Yes, Luka doesn't look like the most genetically gifted brother out there.
Yes, but you gotta try to see if it works for you or not. If you never tried, you never try
work.
to lift weights.
I don't.
But
if you
what I'm
want to be
saying
fat
is,
and pudgy and give me 35, 12, and 10 a
no,
night,
fam.
be fat and pudgy.
Thank you,
Let me
Skyler.
ask you a question. So let me ask you a question, Skyler.
What?
Which fat and pudgy guy that averaged 30 points per game won a championship?
Nikola Jokic.
There you go. Now what?
Broski,
Now what? Leave the car. Now what? Oh my god.
Fam, because Jokic, Broski, you can't compare Jokic to Luka, fam.
What do you mean?
You can't, because fam,
Nah.
Jokic is a big. He's not required to do as much as Luka on the court. Like
Yes,
he's not
he-
bringing the ball up every
Yes, he
single
is.
time.
Brother.
He's not. That's why he has Russ. He has Jamal Murray. Like
Now you're gonna include Russ. You hate Russ. What are we talking about?
What I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is this, right? Luka's size, but listen to what I'm saying. Luka's
He's flustered. We got him.
Size plays, but no, plays into why he's that good. Jokic's size helps him in the post. Luka is a guard. He has to be nimble. He has to be quick because he's playing against niggas that are quick.
What tells you he needs to be like that, though? He's been so successful. What tells you he needs to be like that?
To be good at the sport,
because we went to the finals and he got exposed. That's what tells me that.
That's a different argument.
Because he got to the finals. No, but that is the argument because defensively you need to be fit.
Yeah,
you got to be able to move your feet.
The Dallas Mavericks' success does not hinge on just Luka playing. Yes, I agree. Luka has to play more defense. Yeah. But there's ways around. Bring in guys that can defend to take the load off of Luka defensively. That's the move. That's what you do.
He's the leader.
You can be the leader.
Fam.
Okay, Dallas 20 years ago, 15 years ago, Dirk was the leader. Dirk was not in charge of locking down LeBron or locking down anybody.
Yes,
you had guys around him to deal with that.
Dirk was not a
That's what I'm saying.
either.
I agree,
but
Dirk.
But there's a discrepancy, fam. Because Dirk was an average defender. Luka is not average.
Below average, bro.
Broski, come on. In the playoffs, Dirk would turn it on, fam. Broski, we're not gonna do that. We could pull up. We could go watch games, fam. There's no low light of Dirk Nowitzki in the playoffs, fam.
There is.
No, there isn't. Okay, pull it up right now.
I watched him be the 1 seed and get knocked out by the 8 seed on his MVP year.
There's no low light of him in the playoffs on defense, fam. I guarantee you that. Okay, so let's look it up right now.
This is a bad argument, bro. There's low lights of every player. Let's be
exactly.
There's low lights. I guarantee you right now, you can find a 10-minute video of LeBron's low lights. You can find that.
No. But we're talking about Dirk in the playoffs. You guys are conflating things. Okay, so let's look it up. Let's see.
How do you want to do that right now? Gang, we're on a podcast. What do you mean? How do you want to do this?
He's saying no problem.
Emmanuel, do you know how crazy of a statement you have to make for me and Milan to be on the same page like that? That was crazy. That was almost unity. That was nuts.
I don't think you guys get it, fam. Like, Luka needs to be fit if he wants to win.
He doesn't. He has to try more on defense, but he doesn't have to be fit. Luka does not need to rock up with a 6-pack abs and shred it. He doesn't have to do that.
Yeah, but to be better on defense, you do have to be fit, fam.
For Luka's case, better on defense is just trying more. It's just effort. I need you to give more effort. Now, if you want to argue he needs to drop 20 pounds to give more effort, you can argue that.
But not even 20 pounds, like 10 pounds, you know? I'm not even asking for a lot. What I'm saying is, fam, that organization had to get fed up to it. Because, fam, we're not teaching them how to do basketball, fam. They get paid to do that. So if they deemed it in their mind, it's because they live with the guy day to day and they saw how he was. And they thought, yo, you know what? This might not work out. And we know how great he is.
Let's see if the Lakers end up trading Luka because he's too fat.
You would have never okayed that if Mark Cuban was around.
It's not about trading him, fam. Yeah, because Mike Cuban is thinking about his pockets too, fam. Like, he's not just thinking about championships.
But he's going to have his pockets deep if the guy's going to be playing. Because that's the best player.
But that's what I'm saying. His pockets are going to be deep. That doesn't necessarily mean he's going to win. These guys will talk about winning.
They've been winning since 2011.
Yes, but why didn't they win, fam?
This is such a small sample size, though. They can win, bro.
Because Luka didn't defend it, that's why they lost, bro.
That wasn't a part of why they lost?
Boston was the best team.
But Emmanuel, how many times has LeBron been to the finals and lost? Is it the same reason every single time? No, it's a different reason every time. That's how the game changes. The next time if Dallas were to make the finals again with Luka, it could have been a totally different reason. Kyrie could have gone ghost again, for all we know. That was a big part of why they lost this time too.
And you guys don't agree with me, but this is why I think if you and because it's effort, right? It is an effort to defend. This is why I think if you have Luka put more effort into the defense, I think it would have ended in 4, because I don't think anyone's playing offense then. Sure, Kyrie's great, but there's like you said, I don't care if he's fat and useless, bro. He's dropping 35. He's dropping 35.
To me, my whole point, what I feel like the move should have been for Dallas is, okay, the Luka effort thing, but that's kind of a side piece.
You work on that. You work on that within.
You work on it within, but you bring in guys that can alleviate that role as much as you can.
Bro, and I think the way they built it was incorrect. I don't think, bro. You know they pretty much enabled Luka to not play defense when they got a bunch of defensive players.
But that's what Skyler's saying though. They try to do what Skyler just said. They try to surround him around defensive players to hide him, fam.
No,
that's what they did. That's what you just said.
Yeah, to take the load off of whatever Luka's demand or expectations would be on the defensive end. I'm not saying just bring in guys that are pure defensive stoppers, but let's not.
Which is what they did.
Yeah, that's not. There's not two-way guys all over the league. That's what you need. Two-way guys are still valuable as ever. They fit in every scheme. So if you can get someone like, I can't pinpoint
OG.
anyone. If you could have got someone like OG, I mean, yeah, hypothetically, whatever. You got someone like OG. It's as simple as, what's Luka's matchup? Oh, it's Shea. Don't worry about it. Go stand on whoever. Go stand on Lu Dort. Go stand on whoever in the corner. Whatever it is. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that. You don't trade him man just because
he's Lively and PJ Washington and all these scrubs, and he's like, yo, you know what? Just do your thing offensively. They'll put all the defense.
Lively's not a scrub, fam.
Bro, Derek Lively doesn't average more than 5 a game now that Luka's gone. You know, like Derek Lively
has no one to catch lobs to, bro.
When he comes back, Broski, all I'm saying is, even if he wins on the Lakers, Luka will be in better shape. I promise you that. We could even pull up side to side. He's gonna be in better shape.
He doesn't have to be though.
He's already in better shape right now, so that shows you what Dallas was talking about was BS. If the man was that overweight, and that like messed up, that far gone, how does he look like how he looks like right now? Like Luka actually looks good right now. They do have Mono Zempic over there in LA or whatever it is because he's trimmed down. I don't know if it's Photoshop, but he looks better. You know what I mean?
Legit, bro. Because I saw the selfie with Tony Cruz too.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So it's like, what are we doing? You can't. I don't know, man.
I feel like it's our pattern, fam, that we may not be able to see.
Why are you fighting so hard on this? You said in the group chat yesterday that it was a stupid trade.
Nah, it was. But what I'm saying is like, they have their reasons, and I could see why they
stupid reasons.
You know, doesn't mean I would do it. But I can understand why. Because like, they've dealt with Luka for the past years, so they know him better than we know him. So I feel like a franchise, like, come on, fam, it's too easy to be like, we're just gonna trade our best player for no reason because we're stupid and we don't know basketball. That's too easy.
Did you hear Nico Harrison talk, bro? I don't know. I got certain vibes from him, and it wasn't that he was a genius.
No, the best was the photo. Y'all seen that photo?
Yeah. That was crazy.
Photographer is, bro, give him an award.
And the thing is, bro, it's like, as much, so I agree with you, Emmanuel. Obviously, they've worked with Luka for the last however many years. They know Luka better than anybody. But then they should also know the other side of Luka, where it's like, you know, he plays with Chip. You seen what he did? He hit a 3 not last night, but when they played Dallas at home, bro, the man turned. It was a timeout. The man turned and screamed at their bench. He walked like 10 feet towards their bench, screaming. That's not what
I started the triple double load. That wasn't a good game.
Luka, bro. You know what I mean?
The men's shot like terrible, fam. Trust me, Skyler. I was watching that game too.
Bro, he put up a triple double. They won the game.
Yeah, that's all he said. What about his efficiency, fam? He shot like 3 for 12 or something, fam. It was terrible, fam. Let's call it spade a spade.
Talk about it. But when Luka puts up 19, 12, and 15 on 35%, all of a sudden.
Oh my god, fam! Efficiency always matters, fam. You can't get 19 points of it, fam.
LeBron's an efficient player.
You guys talk. Fam, for the majority of his career, we're not going to say LeBron's not efficient. Kobe's not efficient. You can say that. If you want to go there.
You can't just say LeBron is purely efficient, though. Bro, that's what happens. When you're the best player on the team, you're going to have the ball in your hands.
No, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about jacking up threes, fam. You could have your triple-double and still have a good... I'm just saying him having a triple-double, because Skyler's talking about scoring, too, hitting the threes and all that. Fam, yeah. had a bad game, fam. Outside of the triple double, that was a bad game.
How much does that have to do with the parlay you had on him versus him actually having
No,
a
I
bad
just
game?
watched the game. I just watched the game. Did you guys watch the game?
I did. I did.
Okay, so you're telling me Luka had a good game offensively, fam?
I think him and Kyrie were the two best players on the court.
They won the game though, so it doesn't really matter.
And they won the game.
It doesn't really matter
Not,
if they
fam,
won
it's
the
not
game.
because of
It
Luka that
doesn't
they
matter.
won, fam. LeBron turned up in the fourth quarter, fam. We're not gonna do that, Milan. We're gonna do that. Who's the best player? Okay, who was the best player on the Lakers? You gonna tell me Luka was? No, fam. He was not. LeBron was the best player that night, fam. We're not gonna do that, fam. We're not gonna do that. You know he wasn't, fam. Rusky, Luka, yo, Skyler, please look up the man's stats. He had 19, fam. But if you see how bad he shot, fam, you're gonna be like, yo, he almost shot them out of the game.
This is what I'm saying. This is nitpicking. They won, and truth of the matter is, with LeBron being on your team, guess what? Luka gets the luxury of not having to be efficient because he has LeBron James on his team. That's the bottom line.
That's true, but that doesn't. What my only point was, I don't think he had a good game outside of the triple double because I felt like he was forcing stuff, and it wasn't a good Luka game for his standards, fam.
Well, I think
that's how I feel.
Because the standards have the best games of all. Bro, you know, statistically, he has like a second best game of all time apart from Jordan playoffs.
I think you also have to take into account it's a very emotional game too. Like, you know, Luka went out there trying, like pushing the agenda, like forcing it more.
The same way AD, bro. That's why AD hurt himself in that first game. He came out to try to prove a point as if everyone thought he was some scrub, because that was the consensus on the internet that everyone's like, oh, like they traded Luka for a bum. It wasn't the case, bro. He was having the best year he had since the bubble, right?
Yeah.
And then he overdid it and he hurt his knee, and now we don't know when he's back.
Yeah, and that was like the worst case scenario for them too, because he was hooping. So for that time, you were able to see, okay, maybe it does make sense, maybe it does work, whatever. And then
on a 1 year,
Luka,
that works.
Got 19 points, shot 6 for 17, and 1 for 7 from the 3-point line, fam.
They won.
Come on, Brusky.
And they won.
Okay, but let's keep it real.
How many threes did you hit? Over 3 threes, right? For the lay?
No, not even. I just having like 25 points, fam, or 20 points, something. Fam, 1 out of 7. Come on, fam. Like, we don't be keeping it real up here.
They
fam.
won.
We don't be. Okay, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying is he had a bad game offensive, because you guys been saying offense this, Luka that, Luka this. He averages 30 something. He had a bad game against the Mavs outside of the triple double, fam.
He had a bad game and still won. It doesn't matter.
He had like 5 highlights, like behind the back.
So now highlights means you had a good game. All right, you got it, fam. We're talking highlights, you got it. Never mind. Let's move on, fam.
No, but
we're talking, you got 5 highlights, so you had a good game. All right, bro.
Forget the highlights part, but the truth of the matter is,
he won the game. He didn't do anything with those points. Okay, so what about those assists, bro? He literally didn't even look behind his head; just passed it off.
I'm just saying, you guys were all praising his offense, how he's averaging all that, and I get it, but I'm just saying that was not a good game for his own standards, fam. And I'm not wrong. I don't think I'm wrong. I'm saying offensively, scoring wise. I'm saying outside of the triple double, but he's not known for just that. He's supposed to be the main scorer, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you call a spade, he hasn't been the best since coming to LA. But
he's still coming off an injury, but yeah.
I don't even think it's that. I think it's just playing with LeBron, bro.
That first game against Denver, he cooked with like 32 and 11. No one talks about it, Then next game he comes in and gets a double. He had a bad game. He had a bad game.
They're still saying he had a good game. Brusky, they're saying he had a good game.
I don't know. I think I get it what you're saying.
He's the opposite of Jayson Tatum.
How so?
Because I feel like Jayson Tatum gets hate for no reason. Luka gets praises sometimes for no reason. Just because he's Luka.
No,
that's crazy.
Let's change something. I don't like this one.
That's how I feel, fam.
That's crazy.
That's how I feel, fam. You guys can't tell me. No, I feel like he gets overpraised. Like, not overpraised, but fam, the same way there's a bias towards Jayson Tatum, I feel like there's a bias towards Luka. Fam, they're basically crowning him already, fam. And he hasn't even done anything for the Lakers yet.
Done anything?
When LeBron came to the Lakers, do you know how they treated LeBron? You're coming after Kobe. Let's see what you do first. Luka came in. We're handing you the keys already. It's different. Niggas are not gonna tell the truth. Like, are we talking truth or not, fam? Are we talking truth? When LeBron came to LA, the expectations, niggas said, nigga, Kobe won, Shaq won, everybody won. What you gonna do?
You think that's the rhetoric around Luka right now? I don't think so.
Because I disagree.
I think Luka, fam, you guys don't think? Wow, you guys are really saying that Luka coming in? They didn't say, here are the keys. You're the king of LA now. They're saying LeBron
is the future of LA.
Baton.
Yeah, and that's doesn't.
Nah, fam. They're saying he's that right now, fam. Milan, are they saying he's that right now? Yes or no, fam?
Right now, he's injured still.
No. You know what I mean by right now, fam. In general, barring injuries.
They're saying that once that guy that's 40 that's still putting up 25
here we go,
gone, it's your team, yes.
No, they're saying right now, they're saying Luka has to be the guy on the Lakers. Yes or no, Milan?
For sure he does. For sure
Okay, thank you. Skyler, you see?
So, but what's your point with that? Like, the man's played, what, 10 games as a Laker? What are we talking about?
My point is, they already gave him the keys when LeBron actually had to earn that, fam. Like, the expectations.
Shit. The Lakers were ass before he got there.
Brusky, they were every year they were looking at LeBron that if you don't win, that's a failed year. They're not putting the same expectations on Luka.
Yeah, how?
Nobody's saying Luka
how is he the face of the team, but that's not the expectation?
That expectation of Luka.
Because they're not saying, fam, but are they saying that right now? Nobody's saying
he's played 10 games into a potential 10-year career with the Lakers.
But fam, as soon as LeBron got traded, the narrative was all the greats before you won. Yeah. What are you gonna do for this franchise?
And it's the same Luka got there.
No, fam. It was a celebration. We got Luka. We're good. Nobody was talking, fam. Till now, nobody's talking about Luka has to win.
So no one has. So you're saying no one has expectations for Luka with the Lakers? Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm saying the narrative is not Luka has to win.
I disagree.
Have you heard that recently? Have you heard anybody say Luka has to win a chip? But have you heard that? Have you heard anybody say?
I haven't heard. To be honest, I haven't heard anyone say Luka has the keys to the franchise yet either. I'm hearing that right now from you.
What? Milan just said it.
I'm hearing that right now on this call.
That's me and you. That's not like a general consensus perspective.
It is, yo, Milan.
Because all you guys tell me is everything I say is out of pocket and no one believes anything that I believe.
Okay, so now see, this guy's conveniently moving his argument back.
No. I think right now you're being very reactionary with the whole Luka thing. He's not even. I'd said 10 games. I don't even know. It might be a little bit more than that. But it's definitely not 20 games.
He hasn't even played 10 yet. I think he's been there 6 games.
There you go. So he's played a very small amount of games with the Lakers into a potential 10 more years, 12 more year career with just Los Angeles if he stays there for the rest of his career.
Right.
It's too much to say right now, bro, about this is the expectations or whatever. And I think if the expectations is the key to the franchise, being in LA specifically, then yeah. The expectation is to win.
Is there an expectation of Luka to win in LA? Most definitely there is. To say that there isn't would be crazy, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So, I don't know, man. I think it'll be fine. He hasn't played the best since coming out of LA, but I think that's partly, coming off injury, and partly also you're playing with LeBron. So it's not like that doesn't have
an adjustment of playing with a player of that caliber.
That's like you, just more athletic at 40 years old.
Yeah.
But I think we lost Emmanuel for right now, but I think that was pretty much the rundown that we had with the basketball scene. I don't know if you have more you'd like to add, Milan, in terms of basketball, in terms of anything like that. I guess we can't really ask Emmanuel right now, but I guess we'll just sign off here then. You know what I mean? That's me, boy Skyler Gonzalez, joined by Milan Stanshu, Pressure Made Manu. Thank y'all for tuning in. We'll be back next week for episode 16. Be up on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. See y'all next. Y'all be easy.